Hello everyone, you must understand TOC if you watched the last video I posted. And today, I'm going to introduce more information about TOC. TOC provides a 5-step approach to put the management concept into practice, 5 focusing steps. First step, identify the constraints present in the system. The constraints could be bottlenecks in a production process, technology, resource, organization, or market. Second step, search for methods to exploit these constraints by maximizing the capacity and efficiency of the constraints. Third step, all other activities or decisions of the organization subordinate to the measures proposed in the second step and enhance the performance of the constrained elements. Synchronizing non-bottleneck stations with the bottleneck station is an example in a manufacturing environment. Fourth step, implement the measures proposed in the second step to ensure that the constraints identified in the first step are no longer limitations for the organization. And the last step, return to the first step to initiate a new cycle and seek out new constraints. Don't let the inertia to be the new constraint. Other than the focusing steps, TOC emphasizes 3 methods collectively called thinking processes to address the bottlenecks. The first one is the effect-cause-effect method. To recognize what needs to be changed, set as few assumptions as possible. Through analysis and testing, systematically eliminate these assumptions to uncover the root causes of the constraints. This process helps identify effective methods for solving the key issues. The second one is the evaporation cloud method. This method, developed to address the direction of change, builds upon the 5 whys approach from the just-in-time methodology to eliminate ineffective labor and waste. It also introduces some guiding principles to facilitate the process. The last one is the Socratic method. After identifying the core problem, the team is given questions and answers. Following this, the team is mobilized to contribute ideas and suggestions on how to solve the problem. This approach enhances employees' sense of ownership, making them more actively involved in improvement activities. These 3 thinking processes constitute a set of tools and processes. Answering 3 fundamental questions forms the basic framework of the TOC thinking process. Next, I will compare 2 popular management methodologies, the theory of constraints and Lean, from several aspects, which may help you understand the pros and cons of these 2 methodologies and facilitate better decision-making on production scheduling. TOC considers that the enterprise's goal is to be a profitable organization both now and in the future, achieved through increasing productive output, reducing inventory, and cutting operating costs. However, Lean production advocates pursuing perfection by eliminating waste. These 2 methodologies have different inventory strategies for finished goods, VIP, and raw materials. Lean production commits to zero inventory, no matter which type of stock. On the contrary, TOC allows a certain amount of stock to be maintained as either a buffer for the finished goods and bottlenecks or a rope for controlling the production pace. From a quality perspective, Lean replaces final inspection with quality control in production to eliminate defects, but TOC protects the bottleneck from any quality issues. They also hold distinct concepts regarding lead time. Lean shortens the lead time as much as possible by eliminating waste, while TOC considers the lead time as an outcome of production scheduling based on the batch sizes and order prioritization, which allows a reasonable buffer at the critical resources. On the other hand, they had a different management approach because of the distinction in principles. Lean adopts Kanban management, following finite capacity planning, sequentially transmitting withdrawal and production signals. However, TOC schedules production at the bottleneck to which non-bottlenecks are subordinate. Lean pursues a higher line balance rate. Nevertheless, TOC focuses on improving the weakest resource and emphasizes that critical capacity resources are dynamic. It won't always be at the same bottleneck. In conclusion, all differences are based on the fundamental differences in core principles introduced in the last video. Which approach you should adopt to manage your production depends on the business setting. TOC is more practical and accessible, and Lean is a well-structured and systematic approach for you to implement in the long run. Even though TOC is a very intuitive management improvement tool, it's still challenging to cover all the breadth and depth of its concepts within a 5-minute video. If you're interested in exploring TOC more, you can try delving into these books to gain a deeper understanding. Additionally, I'll be launching a simulation game based on the book Velocity, which might assist you in promoting TOC more effectively in your work. That is everything for today. Thank you for watching. See you next time.